Malibu chain come together project called Split, and so there you go. Welcome, and that's what I want to know. So you were talking to me about e-commerce. I've been interested in e-commerce for some time.
Okay.
Thank you for being here.
Having me.
No, talk to me a little bit about just in simplified form. What is it that you're creating in the cryptoverse?
Essentially, we're guys compete online and saving every, whether you're a buyer in e-commerce.
Okay, and how do you do that? How do you?
So we have an open source SDK that any online marketplace can use.
And what is SDK? Just in case. So, and how are you?
Everything that makes sure everything's delivered and holds the reputation system, right? And that takes time. So what Split
There's like any e-commerce like entrepreneur who wants to.
you see drop shipping.
Got you. So I have to have my. So let's say like I want to start my little Amazon, account store. It has. I found a seller of 360 cameras somewhere, and then I want them. So basically, I don't want to.
You don't want to hold.
I don't want to hold the product, but how about like this works?
Consumer, and then houses any feedback.
That's how it works today.
Exactly.
What you're trying to make is
From the total inventory.
interesting.
And then what also happens is you get your tokens back. And what that does is it prevents spam. Stuff like Craigslist. Anyone can go on the Split is. Right, this is more so for the seller. The buyer is just seeing the products on one place. They don't even have to worry about it.
They can buy it however they want. So they can buy it using crypto.
Yeah, I don't want to talk too technical because sometimes I feel like I go down the rabbit hole.
I see. Yeah.
But what happens is this is all powered by smart contracts.
Okay.
Are you familiar?
Yeah.
So the power of smart contract.
You need tokens to get the contract go. Okay. All right.
And so to post something on Split, you have to a token. Let's say that equals, I don't know, $1. I just throwing numbers out there. Once the buyer buys that, and back to the buyer if they leave a detailed review. So then they're incentivized to get better reviews.
Got it.
But that dollar, for example, is a lot less than the percentage I would pay currently. Lanes, um, and it goes to validators to see where exactly there's that hole in the transaction.
You know, as a seller, it's just kind of maybe just mailing them another one, and I don't really want to be pinned as with a bad review or anything like that. So, do we need to go through this system for them to return all the time?
Yeah, you because you won't have to list it again. You don't you just uh, fulfill the return.
See it, just to grasp like how.
Yeah, this helps me. This helps you.
Yeah.
Better explain
Just
it
to kind of
because
see. Yeah.
usually I'm in like an off really out.
It's super techie
yeah.
for you to kind of slow it down a little bit. But I get you. So as soon as my job is basically to fulfill it, make them happy, and then they get incentivized to leave a legitimate review, bad or good, to get their tokens.
Yeah.
So then I'm
So
getting
that's like an extra bonus. Like right now, it's like you leave review. Usually, really crappy review. It's like, oh, I love this thing, or I hate it.
Yeah.
Right. So I need other people to know. But you can incentivize people to do that.
Place right now, or I can literally.
No, you can just test it
Just
out.
get started.
Just put up like mock products and see kind of how it works.
I got you.
When we did trust, right? Relying on one person, like a middleman, right? So we're like a $500,000 piece of art. I could not afford that, but maybe me and 10 of my friends want to buy it and each have it in our house for a month out of the year. We could fractionally own that. But we're building, so like that says, blockchain could build on top of the split SDKs.
Building structure to happen.
Yeah, so I guess I should have started an open source, which all are backed. Science blockchain, they're a VC fund, but we are also nonprofit because being open source, anyone can come in and fork our network and like change fees. Incentivized in collaboration and in with an idea that we can always just adapt and include and just make it better for the ecosystem.
Got you. Can you discuss forking, just beginner terms? A lot, and again, I still don't have a grasp on that concept. Besides, like, it turns into a different name.
Were you a gamer at all? Like
not really, but I have an 11-year-old niece, and so I'm kind of like getting slowly into gaming. But
okay,
just pretend like I'm not techie.
It's like their own modification of a game, their own edits.
Okay.
Let's say a shooter, they modded a zombie version of it.
Okay, so like
gives the users the option to use a fork like that. Skin becomes like the new main game. So like, okay,
this one goes away.
This one, and so to this is like people depending on the chain, see if they want it or not. But that
So
what do
do
can really do on if you have the know-how. Let's say
Build something better?
yeah,
Is that what it is? It's just people.
in the, like, let's say if you're split, for example,
Okay.
our listing fee, let's say it's 1%, right? Of your our deposit's 1%. Someone's like, you know what? I want to make it cheaper, so I'm gonna hard
Gotcha.
fork and make it 0.5%.
This might be better.
This might be better, exactly.
The maybe half.
If the majority stays with it, then right.
See what you mean. So then there's gonna be different fans. I understand.
Everything, the way I
Finally
like
got it. I finally understand forts.
Bitcoin, it's whether it be Ethereum for this reason or another.
Right. And so all the entities that are being built on top of that is they're actually have some just.
It's not like they control a majority of the supply.
Profit.
Yeah.
This is so crazy fascinating. You guys comment below. What are your thoughts? Anywhere you just get one that like populates everything. That's what you're trying to solve. It's like a lot faster, a lot easier.
It's like I was looking actually a surf band, which I just bought.
Did you get a surf band? What'd you get?
Yeah, Astro.
Heck yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Surf?
Up this weekend.
Heck yeah.
I'm on Craigslist. I'm on eBay. Go. Facebook Marketplace now, right?
Okay.
All of these have different products, and I'm like, God, like I have to spend time looking at each one, seeing if they're spam or not, right? Craigslist loaded with, and it just takes time. All of these, and if I'm just on Facebook and I can see the products on all those marketplaces on one place, that saves me a lot of time. And if I buy it from, let's say, Facebook Marketplace, because it's recorded on the blockchain, and it's, let's say there's only one of that and moved from all the other marketplaces. So yeah, there's no. And then on products like that, it's like right now I'm listing my old car. I'm trying to sell it.
Got it.
Now, fake postings of other cars, and you can tell they're fake because they're new cars going for $3, $4, $5,000. And I was like, these are $20,000, $30,000 cars. Where's I'm gonna want to do that? Or if they are, they really want to do participate in the network, go through different postings, and identify something, flag something like on Craigslist, like spam.
Got it.
Right?
And so we can be incentivized to validate?
Exactly.
To regulate?
I'm out of the game.
Got it.
And so people can participate in the network, make money. That's how it self-regulates.
So if it was spam.
But then you're gonna lose your stake every time you do when it's not spam. Even if you just want to make some money, you just have to take it seriously.
You just have to take it seriously.
Because you have
our behaviors have changed with shared economy. So we're going as far as human behavior or consumer with technology and this kind of company.
How much that?
That's right.
And once that starts translating across all marketplaces, all shared economies, like your Uber rating could, if you think about it on your what else, on your Airbnb. Facebook's like that centralized entity. It's like, okay, well, this guy has a really good Uber review, but a really shitty Airbnb review. Like, you can really start to paint a picture about someone.
So it matters to incentivized to do better
and everything.
Serve as best as you. But I mean, there's because you could be trying your best and you still get a terrible review.
Getting Amazon product, and you start doing well, and
Troy kind of more hate and things like that, or angry, and then there's some that are just so. I guess it's kind of opening my eyes up to how we're shifting in behavior, as far as an online community, or as far as
yeah, you're
this.
it's like a digital. There's gonna be and I think we're there soon.
I'm still trying to grasp it. Is what I'm saying. Like, I still don't have like a where are we going here? Like, how are we behaving? Like, Steam It, for instance, Steam It. It's like spam who can, because you're incentivized to be part of a community. So that's shifting. That community is one of the most amazing communities I've seen. And so that's kind of like
even now. I mean, with your brand name, right? Even on your personal Facebook, like at least for me, for example, I will stay away from sometimes from just posting on controversial stuff, even if it's just funny stuff or not, because my brand name is not tied to that, and I just you'd rather avoid it.
You'd rather avoid it. Vibration high.
Yeah. Now there may be a way to really link that with like either a rating system or monetize that. We're very close to that.
This is crazy, you guys. Fuck.
24 billion exits in the level 4. Our team, our founders, Cyrus Taganashi and Jason Larry, both crypto OGs, some of my good friends. Cyrus, very successful entrepreneur, and Jason is one of the lawyers, which we're making sure that we're going to be doing everything properly.
Doing it legit, yeah.
Aside from that, we have a rock star developer who's working on Solidity right now, so he's building our code on F. If we needed to, we can always migrate to whatever blockchain fits our needs. Our tax guy is someone who's been investing and trading in the space for a couple of years, and in my opinion, one of the better traders out there.
Sure.
I've been trading cryptos myself for about 3 years. Big Bitcoin maximalist.
Okay.
So that's how I met the guys.
Yeah.
And our advisory board, bunch of rock stars also.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with MyEtherWallet?
Uh-huh.
So the founder of that, Taylor Monahan.
Of Mew.
Yeah.
Is your advisor?
She's an advisor for us. She just started My Crypto, which is going really well, which pretty much very similar to Mew.
Amazing.
Very easy to use.
A lot easier than Mew?
It's about the same thing.
Okay.
Which I would recommend MetaMask if you are going to use it, any of those services. And then we have Ismail Malik, who's another, I think he's the founder of ICO Crowd, so it's a big blockchain press release company.
Okay.
And other guys that I can't disclose yet, but we're pretty happy that we're bringing on some good guys.
Yeah. E-commerce is huge. You make this easier for a lot of. How do people advertise?
What do you mean?
As far as how do people get found?
Like, how do we find our team members, or how do
sorry, I kind of actually reverged because this was a question I thought of. So, product, let's say on Facebook, whatever, can I do it? Just advertise listed on Split.
Yeah, we don't really do any of that. That's like you go about your.
On my listing, and I want to advertise it. My
Yeah.
the plumbing. This might end. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's the thing with the biggest
Complex.
Right.
We're so ready for mass adoption, you guys. So ready.
Like the other day, I'm trying to. What was I trying? I was just trying to send some Bitcoin, and it just wasn't working. I'm like, how is something like? Good thing I have. Right, but I wanted to spend.
Yeah.
Right, I just didn't want to go through the bank, and now like they're gonna go through that,
No.
right? So right now, make it so the average person doesn't,
Right.
whether it be tokens or crypto, but reaping the benefits of the decision.
In there, like from the great words of Mike Turpin. I hope this is still working. It looks like we're still interviewing, but from the great words of Mike Turpin, it's just like, look, it's like the .com. It's just like, people even tried to stop the internet at one point. In Connecticut, they tried to stop MySpace.
Did they really? That's where I'm from.
Is that right? Apparently they did because of pornography. So then he said they tried to stop it, and it was like, well, that's not how America works, because it's kind of like you're guilty until you're proven innocent. Then everybody's guilty, or everybody's gonna weed out the whatever, make it simpler, and now it's like you're using the internet or your phones, and like you don't need to fill in the earth 50 blocks. But
there's a lot to it too. You started getting into Bitcoin 2-3 years ago. Whenever started buying it 3 years ago, and
congratulations.
it was more so like I started looking into it, and then it was just like, all right, well, to really understand why people are going to care about this, I really got to understand like what problem are they trying to solve.
Yeah.
So what's the fucking problem? It's like financial institutions.
Sure.
2008. It just you start going down this rabbit hole. I'm like, we're a fucking house of cards, right? And it's not just limited to the Fed and our banking systems, because then you start seeing every single market out there just spiral, right? And like now we're tackling e-commerce. Like companies are tackling social media, Steam it, for example, privacy. But it all starts with Bitcoin. It's like, all right, well, what's Bitcoin? What the hell? Like, why are people buying something they can't fucking hold?
Yeah.
And
you got curious and you went into rabbit.
People are spending $8,000 on something that they can't hold.
Yeah.
And when you really go in the rabbit hole, you see why. Because you open your eyes and holy shit, this is like, no wonder 2008 happened. No wonder the 90 crash happened, this and that.
Got you. I mean, look, I'm still grasping it. I'm going anybody care. That was 2011, and I just like.
Yeah, it's solving a lot of. It's something to think about.
The people
don't want it.
Exactly, and so that's kind of how I want to know. It's just like why does it in such projects like what is it that you're making easier? And there you go, scamming, ease of use, ease for the sellers.
Comes down to
everything's
freedom,
recorded.
really.
Yeah.
Freedom, free markets.
Yeah.
In a way that there's still trust.
Yeah.
So you deter the bad actors, but you still have freedom.
That's right. I mean, there's going to be some bad eggs, but like again, Mike Turpin says, it's like don't crush a whole industry because of bad eggs. Like it's phenomenal.
I mean, and it's gonna keep coming with crypto, with Bitcoin. I mean, like there's that article, like someone was using the Bitcoin, I think, code or something to like store porno.
Interesting. Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
come on. Like, how many tons of fucking cocaine do you buy with dollars every day?
Yeah, there's.
Can I not curse?
You can curse. Yeah, you can curse.
Sorry
it's a free world, and I don't even know. I think it's still recording, but this is us reconnecting. So I don't know where we're at with this, but I hope you guys are still with us. But yeah, I think it's all walks of life, but it doesn't mean that it's not bringing. It's not
it's going to be a collective
amplifying
upbringing.
the way that we, yeah,
You know, with
it's an upgrade, collective upgrade.
or a split or something else, you're really helping like smaller guys not get throttled out of like markets.
Yeah,
Like big monoliths no longer can control something when their centralized power can really be distributed.
right, right. I think I get it. Thank you so much for,
My
seriously,
pleasure,
for the
man.
conversation.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for being here. And if you're brand new here, like and subscribe, and comment below. Questions, what are you confused about? I'd love to ask them for you. I'm on my way to World Blockchain Forum next week.
Where's that?
New York City. And I just want to ask more questions.
Yeah.
And so I hope this works out. Actually, I've been getting a lot of technical difficulties doing this, but it's been a learning process for me as well. But never be afraid to ask questions. That's
Never.
kind of my say.
I think that's a lot of how we with Split just sitting down with people in the space that were just generally curious and just shot the shit and just tackled us with with questions.
And then it
And
sparks
we're like,
an
well,
idea.
like we didn't think of that. Sparks an idea, sparks a solution.
Got it.
And I mean that's how crypto. It was just a bunch of punks.
That's right.
Just like how can we take down the man? You know.
It's crazy, and now it is what it is. Crazy. How exciting! So there you go, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Would love to hear from you. Much aloha, love and light. Let's see. So this is gonna go. Let's see if this works.